Hey you guys, it's me Courtney, and in this video I'm going to show you how I did these amethyst nails. Thanks for joining me today to do this amethyst design. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can join me for more videos like this. So this color is from Canny, it's number 98. As always, I will link everything in the description box below. I'm just going to paint two of these nails with this purple color before we begin, and then we'll get straight into the amethyst design. Normally I would do my tutorials on these smaller opaque-ish nails, but for this design, because it's an amethyst and it's kind of translucent, I wanted to do it on a clear nail, and these are the clear nails that I have. I did make it a little bit shorter because it was a stiletto nail, so I hope that's not too big. You can recreate this on a shorter nail, it wouldn't be too hard at all. All the products that I'm using today are from Canny, which is unusual because I normally have a mixture, but I think my Canny collection is growing a lot, so most things that I have now are from Canny. This is a white, they call it a blooming liquid system, but it's alcohol ink. And I've got my white gel polish 023 and just a base coat. So I've put a little bit of base coat, well, quite a lot of base coat on there actually, with some of the purple, and they've started to bleed together already, which is fine because I wanted to mix those up anyway. So I'll just grab a brush now, and I'm going to mix them to create like a translucent purple. Amethysts are kind of see-through, so I want this to go on the nail and be see-through. And then I can layer it up to make it darker if I want to. Let's just see how that is. Cool, that looks pretty good. We'll do this in a few different layers because as with any kind of marble or gemstone pattern, you want it to be quite layered. So I'll just go ahead and do that. I was just thinking that actually when I'm putting on this layer, rather than put it on all uniform, it would be better to kind of have it a bit wishy-washy, you know, so that some parts are darker than others. So that's it for the first layer. Obviously, if you're doing this on a human, you would want to do your base coat first, but I'm not wasting fresh base coat for that, and actually I've used base coat here, so it probably wouldn't make a difference anyway. So that's going to go in the light for 30 seconds, and then we'll come back in and do the same thing again with maybe a little bit darker purple polish. So this time when I'm going in, I'm using the darker side here where not as much base coat was mixed in, and I'm not actually going over the entire nail. I'm just putting it on in sections just to make some spots darker than others. I'm pretty happy with that right now. So again, that will go back in the light and we'll add in some white details. Or should we do that first? Ooh, decisions. Let's put a little bit of white. Just a touch. Okay, now I'm going to okay, now I'm going to put that in the light to cure, and then we'll come back and do some more layers. Okay, here we are. Now, I was just thinking, I know that amethysts don't typically have any glitter or shine in them, but I have this kind of unicorn type powder, and I thought maybe that might be nice to put a little bit of that in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll just use my brush and get a wee bit there, and ooh, That's nice. I like that a lot. Okay, that's enough though. Sometimes just a little bit is enough, and if you did any more, it would be too much. So I'm going to clean my brush off. And this one too. Okay, now for the alcohol ink, I've never done this before, but I just want to make some really thin, not thin, but like see-through lines across the nail. So I'll just use a wee bit, and then maybe from this side. And they're overlapping. That looks cool. So I'm going to let that dry and then put a layer of top coat on. And then the top coat will seal in the glitter. It will seal in the alcohol ink. And then I think I'll do another layer of alcohol ink over top of that. That's going to go in the light. Okay, that's looking pretty good. The only thing is, because I went in wishy-washy with the purple translucent gel, it's not very even. It looks pretty even on camera, but actually it's a little bit bumpy. So what I'm going to do, and what I would do if this was on a human, is just use a buffing block to really smooth this out. And then I'll go in and add another layer of top coat, and then it will be all perfect. Now that's in the light curing. Let's do that one more time. For this final nail, when I put this on, it's a little bit too uniform. So I want it to go in and just remove some of it with a little bit of alcohol on my brush and just make it, you know, a little bit more natural looking. And here is the finished nail. Here's the first one that we did. They're very similar, but it's always going to be a little bit different. That's the beauty of any kind of marbling look. So now I'll just get them all set up ready for their photo shoot, and we'll look at them all together. Here's what they look like all together. This is a really easy design that you could do very quickly on a client or yourself. You could layer it up until you got the level of dark purple that you wanted, or put as much white in as you wanted, or as much glitter or whatever. Really, it is up to you how your amethyst looks. So that's it from me for now, but join me again here very soon for another nail video. Bye for now.